Thank you guys for all coming out. This is awesome. Big crowd here. Fuck yeah. Life's been going pretty great for me lately. I just got married. Yeah, man, I've been with this girl for 10 years now. Dude, she's the best. I'm so in love with her. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. After 10 years, things start getting a little stale in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. So I've been trying to be a little more creative, trying to figure new things out. The most popular so far has been I've been faking my own orgasms.
Not in there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a Dungeon and Dragon player in me, but I feel like it's just so much more fun when everyone's pretending together. Like, she's gonna do it, I might as well do it. But I'm not gonna lie, she's so much better than I am. But she's been doing it for like 10 years now. I just like, it'd be like if Mike Tyson were to fight a 12-year-old, like we know he's gonna win that fight, right? Yeah. But yeah, now that I'm married, I feel like it's time I start dressing a little bit more respectfully, a little bit more age appropriately.
Let's go.
So I was going underwear shopping at the local Goodwill the other day. And I saw a man with a really jacked up leg trying to donate off his clothes. I'm not trying to sound like a dickhead or anything, but I really don't think that guy should be allowed to pass off his jeans. Hey, dude, one of my best friends from Japan is actually like watching right now. Fuck you, I told you that joke worked. Thank you guys. So I haven't really been drinking much. I can't smoke weed anymore because of my job, so I just do psychedelics. That's kind of all I can do. Yeah, as you could probably, tell, but yeah, here's a little fun fact. Shortly after Albert Hofmann synthesized LSD, the CIA started experimenting on their coworkers by putting acid in their coffee and observing their erratic behavior. Sure wish my coworkers were that cool. Dude, I got a bunch of my army buddies in the crowd today. Woo! Good to see you guys. I haven't seen a bunch of these faces in a couple years now. I've never told a story on stage before, but fuck it, I'm gonna tell one for you guys. Yeah, but fuck it. So I was 19 years old at the end of basic training. I just had 2 days and a wake up left, and literally all the hard shit was behind me. Now it's just family day and graduation. And I'm so excited for family day. Like, I haven't seen my girlfriend in 3 months now. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was having some performance anxiety. I was worried as soon as we started having sex, like, I was just gonna finish. Like, I'm not even sure I'd make it a minute. So that night, I waited till everyone was asleep during the devil's hour. I climbed out of my bunk like a ninja. I went into the shower room. I turned on the water and I handled my business. I'm gonna level with you guys though, this was a fast business trip. Like, it was like 20, 30 seconds tops, but I didn't give a fuck. I was relieved. As long as I was good for the next day, that's all I cared about, right? So, I felt good, but I was looking down, make sure all my mess was cleaned up, and that's where I started freaking out. Dude, it was like light brown. It was like a beige. Yeah, pretty much everyone here knows that's not normal, right? So I didn't know it's because I hadn't done it in a while, or if it's because I had an STD. So I was literally freaking out. But the next day was fine. I hung out with my girl, we ended up having sex. But I wrapped it tighter than a Santa Claus present, just to be careful. But first chance I had, I went to go get checked out. So I went to the doctors, and the doctor there was gigantic, dude. He was like 6'6", like a big mountain of a man. When I shook hands with him, I actually felt like a child. Like, his hands completely engulfed mine, and his fingers were literally the size of sausages. Yeah, so he kind of asked me why I was there. I told him, before I got with my girl, I was with some questionable ladies, and I didn't always wear protection because I'm an idiot. But, he shook his head, but he's like, I've heard that before. So he told me to take off my pants and will get me checked out. So he went down there, stared at everything way longer than I would have liked. But after a few minutes, he's like, everything looks fine down there. A little small, but everything looks fine. Which, gave me kind of mixed feelings because it's like, I'm glad I'm in the clear so far, but kind of hurt my feelings at the same time. Yeah. But next he wanted to do the cough check. So, he grabbed my junk, had me turn my head, cough. Once again, I'm good. So I'm like all giddy at this point. I'm like, I could pull my pants up like, dude, we're in the clear. He's like, no, Private Nelson. I need to run one more test just in case. We can never be too sure on this stuff. I need to check your prostate. Yeah. So I didn't know that this is not normal. I was 19, I've never done an STD check, but he's a doctor, right? You gotta trust the experts. So I turned around, I grabbed the chair, and I just expected the worst. I heard him put on the latex glove of doom like he's Thanos. Heard him dip his hand in lube, and then he put these summer sausages he calls fingers in my bum. No, these things are huge, I'm telling you. Like, But yeah, so he's in there picking and prodding and going in and out, and I'm just like waiting for this to end. And I'm pretty sure it's about to end. But then it got worse. This motherfucker started talking to me. He's like, you know, Private Nelson, it's really good you're with your girlfriend and all, but you know, you're a really good looking guy. So if you guys ever do break up, I wouldn't be too worried. You know, guys like you always land on their feet. I couldn't do this shit. He is punching the inside of my stomach like it's a heavy bag, and it's complimenting at the same time. It was so inappropriate. But the cock in my mouth at the same time, that's just unprofessional. That's malpractice. The worst part of this story wasn't getting, like, you know, fingered. It was actually like, all the army dudes in here will tell you, when you're in training, there's something called the battle buddy system, right? Wherever you go, you have to bring somewhere else. You know, you have to, like, keep each other accountable, safe, all that. So me and another dude had to walk to the hospital together, and then walk home as well. The way there was fine. The way back, I'm walking with a limp, butthole full of lube, and a 1,000-yard stare like I was just in Vietnam. Have you guys noticed, like, Russians are never in the news for, like, anything good? It's always, like, starting a war or, like, an assassination, right? You never hear them like, oh, this Russian guy just saved a puppy from the tree, or, like, they just cured cancer. It's always something bad, right? What do Russians and dudes with 3 side chicks all have in common?
What?
They always be cheating. Russians and steroids are synonymous at this point. They go together like peanut butter and jelly, milk and cereal, old white dudes and Thai hookers.
Young white dudes.
In fact, in 2014, they were found guilty of systematic doping violations, which is just a fancy way of saying even the women could grow a beard like mine. Yeah, but in 2018, they said fuck that and took it to a whole new level when one of their athletes was caught using steroids during the curling event. Yes, you heard that right. Homeboy was getting juiced to the gills as a lifted curler. And for those of you guys who don't know, curling is a sport in which some athletic dude with severe back problems throws a rock onto some ice while 2 idiots sweep the ice until the rock goes into a circle or something. That's curling. Or as I like to call it, something that's not a fucking sport. Wrestling, basketball, throwing a javelin, now those are sports. If you could call curling a sport, then running 2 miles naked in the snow, jerking off, and the only rule is you must come before you cross the finish line should be a sport as well. Unfortunately, it's not, or I'd be Olympic medalist by now. I would have brought the gold back for you guys, but they won't ever commission it. So, you guys, this is clearly a problem, and I think we gotta test Russians for roids no matter what they're competing in. I don't care if they're like sprinting or having a math quiz. We gotta test those fuckers. Like, they have the world's best chess player right now. We for sure gotta test that nerd, right? And you might be asking yourself, why on earth would you take steroids while playing chess? Like, where's the advantage, right? Dude, I'm with you guys. But why the fuck would you take it for curling? That's like putting spinners on a Volkswagen or giving a woman a Viagra. Like, makes no sense. They say every 7 years your taste buds change. That's pretty awesome, right? Yeah. Like, up until just a few years ago, I used to not be able to eat any type of seafood. But now if you put salmon, crab, tilapia in front of me, I'll starve it down in seconds. Probably faster than all those starving kids people are always donating to. But lately, my taste buds have changed, and for some reason, I just can't stand eating pussy. You know, it's really unfortunate, because I used to actually love eating pussy. It was the best, dude. I used to eat pussy at least 2 to 3 times a week. But now I just can't. I don't know what to do. I don't want to give it up, but I feel like I've tried everything at this point. I've added some salt and pepper, some minced garlic, even some Spanish oregano. But at this point, I'm not sure Gordon Ramsay's British ass to make that pussy stop tasting like total dick.
Oh my god.
I appreciate you guys. You guys are gonna hate this next part because I actually hate these jokes too, but I've been told recently that my act's a little on the dirty side, and you know, if I want certain opportunities, I might need to clean up my act. So I've been developing a couple kids jokes. Feel free to. No, it's not like that, Jesus. Feel free to pass these on to your family if you want. All right. Did you guys ever hear the story of the snitch? It was a great tattletale. Let's hear it. Yeah, I told you hate these jokes, but we gotta get them. Why was the band Nickelback never allowed to play in a football arena?
Why?
Because they only like quarterbacks. All right, last one. I swear I'll get to my dirty material. I just have to practice these shitty jokes. What do you guys get when a chicken eats a firework? You get my cock exploding. Oh, it's a little stuffy in here, guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah!
What happens when you steal your girl's expensive shampoos? So, I'm not sure if you guys can tell by the looks of me or not, but I am really into porn. Yeah, dude, porn is the shit. It is the bee's knees. I've been into porn for like ever. I like started when I was young. I've like been in for almost 2 decades now. I like to think of myself as a porn historian of sorts. Last 10 years I've gotten a little weird on this though, right? Like they started introducing all this step porn, you know, like stepmom, stepson, stepbrother, stepsister. Now almost half my feed is this step nonsense. Let me make a prediction for everyone. Let me go a little Joe Stradamus on you. I predict in 5 years' time there will only be black people porn on the internet. You know, because they're all brothers and sisters. Hey, white people, if you're not laughing, there are black people who have noticed they're laughing. You're okay. We're good. It actually took a long time, but I finally found a porn category that I don't like. Yeah, ASMR porn. You know that whisper stuff. Dude, it is the worst. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, no matter how hard... I didn't hear what you said, but I'm gonna keep going. No matter how hard the guy and girl are going at it, like the guy could slam the girl against the wall, flip her upside down, do a reverse Texan, a flying squirrel, you know, all the old school stuff. There's nothing that comes out of it. The most you'll ever get is, you like it, you like it. Take it, take it. That's fucking awful, right? Like if I wanted to see a dude give maximum effort, literally give it everything he got, and the woman not make a peep, I would just fuck my wife. Oh, and you guys, don't even get me started on the orgies. The orgies are the absolute worst. You guys, picture for me, if you will. Close your eyes if you have to. But picture a room full of people all trying to fuck each other without a single noise. That's easy. That's easy for me to picture. I just have my dad's will reading. Yeah, that's dark. I got time for a really quick jug bar. Is everyone still with me right now?
Yeah!
That's good, because if you're not with me, you're fucking against me. I've been wanting to say that for so long, yes. Anybody like philosophy here?
Yeah!
I mean, it's cool if you did. I was going to tell the joke anyways, but, so an ancient Tibetan monk once said, a sneeze is worth 1/10 of an orgasm. That's why I always like to go for 11 in a row. It really puts a, in a chew, if you know what I mean. By the way, guys, that is how I fake my orgasms. My wife always knows. Hey, thank you guys. That's my time. Appreciate it.